Let me do recording. Okay. What operation you perform after a URL is launched? Everyone, or a website is opened. What you see?
I think we can do send keys or click on any particular URL
Yeah,
or
sand
link.
keys. नहीं, operation. Let's talk in the layman language. Okay, ठीक है. Let's not talk in the technical at the moment. Okay, yeah, we can do send keys, right? Let's say this google.com. Google.com. Okay, now what we will do over here? क्या क्या कर सकते हैं in this web page?
We can I mean write what we want to search in the search
Yeah, we
bar.
can type. We can type,
Yep.
right? Type or write. What else?
We can click on this Gmail
This
images
links,
kind of
right?
anything.
We can do scroll up, scroll down as well, right? We can click on this button, mouse over, all this thing, right? So to perform any operations, what is the important thing? When I want to type something, right? What I do?
You need to find IDs for that particular search box or name.
મેન્યુઅલ આપણે મેન્યુઅલ વાત કરીએ. હા, મેન્યુઅલ વાત કરીએ
We
આપણે.
can
auto
go on that search
yes,
box.
see, in the manual, what we do, we look for search box, right? We want to type something in the search box, so what we do, we look for the search box. So same thing we need to do in the automation as well, right? To perform any operation on specific element of a page, right? Whether it's a link or a text box or the button or the drop down or anything else, right? Anything else. First we need to find the element. जैसे हम मैन्युअली आंखों से देखते हैं कि ये बॉक्स सेंटर में पड़ा है कि वहां पड़ा है, कहाँ पे पड़ा है, राइट? उसी हिसाब से we also need to find the element, but to find the element we will use the ब्राउजर इंस्टेंस. ब्राउजर जो ब्राउजर पे काम कर रहा है उसी ब्राउजर को हम यूज करके उसी पेज के अंदर we are searching that. Okay, so using the same browser instance we will find the element. See, manually so we can just see and perform and do whatever we want to do, right? But in the Selenium, to find an element, there are some strategies or the locator strategies or the identifier strategies provided by Selenium that we can use. Okay, now before jumping on that locator strategy, can anyone tell what is web element? I have just said that. What is web element?
This search box is a web element, right?
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about others? Is Udit correct?
Yes.
Whatever the options are there on a screen, we can say the element. And
Not
it's web element.
options.
Like
Yeah.
whatever the Google search, I'm feeling lucky. That's all buttons and everything, whatever we see on a
So
screen.
link, text, images where we can click or place an action.
All the attributes inside the web page are the web elements. That's it. कोई भी HTML पेज के अंदर जितने भी सारे एलिमेंट्स है that we call web elements. Simple. Yeah, don't expect any more technical on this one, huh? ठीक है? Okay, fine. Now each web element are the, if we go into the technicals, right? Like from the developer end or the programmer's end, all web elements are defined inside the HTML tag, or all the web elements are created using the HTML tags, right? So these HTML tags, we don't have to worry about that. We don't go into detail for that one, but we should know that to find an element, first we need to check check the tag, that HTML tag for that web element, and all those HTML tags have some attributes, like class name, ID, placeholder tags, text type, all these attributes. So these attributes, this HTML tag attributes, we can use to find the element. Okay, see, I think आप सबको ये तो पता ही है, but still I'm repeating. I want to find this search text box. Okay, so what I'll do, I will open the source of this HTML page, google.com का source open करूंगा. Then I will inspect that element. How we can inspect the element? Just right click on this and click on the inspect. So it will directly highlight that. Element. Now, as you can see, मैं इसको maximize कर देता हूँ. As you can see, and as I have said, all the elements have the HTML tag, right? And all HTML tags does have the different attributes. All these attributes you can use, right? But all the attributes are not the locators. There are only few locators which we can use which we can use directly in the Selenium. So locators are, everyone knows that how many locators are there. We start with ID.
Class.
हाँ बोलो. Class. Name. XPath.
Link text.
Link text. थोड़ू mic दूर रखो ने, please. CSS. Yes. CSS selector. बे बाकी रहे, चलो.
Only text?
Nope. See, what I am writing over here is the locator strategy in Selenium. Locator strategy to find an element on a web page using Selenium WebDriver. Okay, this is what we are discussing. Tag name important. जो tag name है वो तो चाहिए, right? And last is partial link text. Okay, so these are the 8 locator strategy we can use in the to find an element in a web page. ID, class, name. You can see ID, class, name, and yes, ID, class, name, and what left? Link text, tag name, and the partial link text. you will able to find any of this from the tag itself. Element में से ही आपको मिल जाएगी. You don't have to remember any special method और कुछ करने के लिए. ठीक है. First thing we should know is that how to find an element manually, or how to fetch the any locator ID, any locator. When I say any locator, it means how to find an ID or a class or a name or a link text or a tag name or the partial link text. As I have said, that right click on right click on this, click in that on that element, and then click on the inspect one. So it will highlight that tag, and from that tag, whatever the attribute you find that which is available to directly use in our Selenium code. When I say directly use, it means it includes name, either name or class name or ID or link text. ओके हमने जो यहाँ पर लिखे ना इनमें से कोई भी है that you can directly use. If you feel that, then use it directly. Okay, now for this element, what do you think? I'm asking everyone, what do you think, which attribute I can easily use? अपना जो हमने जो ये लिस्ट किया ना, उसमें से कौन सा लोकेटर I can directly use?
Name.
Udit says name. I'm waiting for Priya, Riya and Arshita.
Might be class as well.
Class, yeah.
Class can also be used. Name can also be used. Archita?
We can also use XPath.
No, we are discussing about direct strategy.
Okay,
Not
direct one.
direct one. We can use the XPath, we can use the CSS as well, right? But we are discussing about the direct one, जो हमें सिर्फ HTML के जो attributes है, HTML tag का attribute है, उसमें से directly जो मिल जाए ना, वही we will use. Always, whenever you are writing down the or searching the locator, always first check if there is any unique element, or sorry, if there is any unique attribute of this tag is present or not, right? If it is present and I can use that directly in my script, then always use that. Okay, see, most of the people what do, उनको XPath में बहुत they are very good with the XPath. So what I have seen this कि वहां पर ID होगा, उस एलिमेंट में ID होगा, तो भी वो क्या करेंगे, XPath लिखेंगे जिसमें they will mention ID is equal to this, but by ID की मेथड ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है यहाँ पर. Selenium provides the strategy, so use that. Don't create XPath and use that. ठीक है?
Correct. We should always give priority to name and ID only.
Right. हाँ. So it's not like that कि उसको भी priority, हाँ priority तो देनी चाहिए, but priority उसको दो जो easily में आपको मिल रहा है और उसके लिए already method available है, उसको priority दो. ठीक है? So in that list it comes like ID and name. If any of your any HTML attribute is either name or ID, always go for that. Okay. Okay, so the reason for this is that the browser we are using, like either Chrome or Edge or the Firefox, all of them have a built-in support, to find the element much faster using the name or ID, using the name or ID. Okay, not find, I will say locate the element, locate the element. So to have, for the better performance of your script, if ID or name is available, always go for that. Okay, fine. Hello,
Yes.
સાંભળો છો બધા?
હા.
હા, તો થોડું બોલવાનું રાખો ને યાર. હા, અઠવાડિયા પછી આવ્યો છું હવે બોલવા માટે. હા, તો I was saying, હા, huh, always use ID or name if it is present and present in that one. Next thing, next would be class. Class hoga?
Class.
No, next would not be class. Next would be CSS or XPath. So here we are not discussing about the performance thing. Here we are discussing about using the locator which is directly available. Okay, see, most of the time the class, most of the time class you will see multiple entries for the class. एक class मल्टीपल एलिमेंट्स के लिए यूज हो सकता है. ओके, यहाँ पर गूगल है, गूगल में इनपुट क्लास में ये लिखा हुआ है, इफ देयर इज वन मोर टेक्स्ट बॉक्स, राइट, तो उसमें भी यही क्लास आता, and we will get multiple results. Okay, the other thing is about the next thing, sorry, next element strategy is tag name. The other one, multiple tags भी हो सकते हैं input का, right? Input tags हो सकते हैं multiple. So in that as well, we need to give the proper number in, or we have to write down the proper number in our script, right? So that it performs the action on the targeted element, right? So उसके लिए भी फिर वो यूज नहीं करेंगे. फिर क्या आएगा? Link text, for example, link text. हाँ, link text is the one that we can use it, right? क्योंकि वो सिंगल ही हो सकते हैं लिंक टेक्स्ट, मल्टीपल हर एक लिंक के लिए टेक्स्ट तो अलग अलग होगी, तो we can find the unique text for that one, link text. तो उसको यूज करने में कोई इशू नहीं. If you are clicking on any link, right, use link text. उसके लिए भी XPath या ऐसा कुछ यूज मत करो, यूज link text. ठीक है? And the remaining one was partial link text, right? Yeah, partial link text. So that is the same. If link text is too high, right, बहुत लंबी है, तो use the partial link text. That's it. This we have talked about the direct locator strategy. इसके लिए आपको अलग से कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. इसके लिए आपको अलग से कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. व्हेन ऐसे अलग से कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मतलब जब आप उसको ढूंढ रहे हो तो डायरेक्टली आप HTML टैग में से उठा लो. ठीक है, यू कैन डायरेक्टली यूज दैट. हाउ यू कैन डायरेक्टली यूज दैट? Let me create one Java file. Web elements example. ठीक है, मैं ये नाम रख रहा हूँ, चलेगा ना everyone? You please also do that. You please also do that. Okay? साथ में करना, फिर मैं देख रहा हूँ, मतलब I will ask all of you to share the screen. Huh?
Nilesh, I have taken it from phone. Sorry.
आउना चले. It was
I have to
decided.
take it.
It was decided that we will be doing programming, right? सिर्फ मैं ही नहीं करूँगा. All of you will do.
Yeah, I will make sure from next time I will join from laptop.
Please.
Sure.
place. What's the error? What is the error in this line?
Public static void. Public void static.
जल्दी बोलिए। ठीक है। Public static void. I have the setup Selenium, right? Setup Selenium driver. Archita, Ria, Priya, all of you are following?
Yes, started.
Yeah, nice. Which browser we should launch? Chrome? Ria and Priya, you haven't answered if you're following or not.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Yes. Okay, nice. Sorry, I didn't heard your voice. We will be open the your google.com, right? So what's the URL? See, जैसे फर्स्ट सेशन में बताया था कि always to declare the variable and then use it. Do not use the direct value. क्योंकि ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि you can use the same value multiple जगह पर भी आपने यूज करी हो, ठीक है। सो अगर कहीं पे कुछ चेंज करना हो तो इट्स बेटर टू चेंज इन दी वेरिएबल, ठीक है। अगर कहीं पे कुछ ऐसा कुछ, सो ऑलवेज यूज दैट ड्राइवर डॉट गेट URL. Okay, it is saying okay, so it's static, right? I don't need this. And does it maximize the browser as well? Yes. Priya, you have done this, right? Like this page strategy. You have given the page strategy as well. है ना?
Priya or Ria?
If you want, you can remove that, or it's fine. Huh? I'm removing from my code. If you want, you can keep it as it is. And this page strategy is not compulsory. Huh? This page strategy is not compulsory. We will string. We want to search. We want to just do the find and the element search box. Now, as this will be web element, you have to define the type. Web element, then give the name. आपको जो भी नाम देना, here it's a search box. Search box, then driver dot find element. This is the method you have to call. This is the method you have to call. Now,
This
बोलो.
this launch browser using that one you taken from the setup Selenium WebDriver.
Yes, yes, it is.
It's not showing. That's the method name, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Yes, okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Everyone done? इतना यहाँ तक?
It's not allow me to get that method. So
Which method?
it's a launch browser method that I declare in a setup Selenium page.
Can you open this method launch browser using WDM? Okay, it is showing error because I don't
haven't
I
created.
use static. That's why.
Yeah.
Static wasn't there, that's why.
Oh, yes.
Okay. See, I have removed this.
Yeah.
Since it was a static, I have used this. I have used class name directly, right?
And-
But if it is not static, you please create the object and access it. Error solved, everyone?
Yes.
Ria, Priya,
First one.
डन बता अरे बहु बार करी
Yeah.
Yeah.
हाँ तो बोलो
Since
नहीं यार
long
हूँ
back it's done.
क्यारनो कहूँ पूछू छू
I thought other people are doing, that's why I didn't say anything. Okay.
Okay, fine.
And I'm also getting the same error like what Ria
The
was
static.
getting. No, the regarding the project run, my compile Java and run, both the versions are different. That's what the Google says. So
Then
I need to fix that issue.
yes, in that case, you need to remove multiple Java from your system.
Yeah, so there are two Java versions are there, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You need to remove that. Okay. And now let's be back. Okay. Search box locator 19. What we will use? What should I put? Directly available is name, right? So I'll just put what I will put over here. What I will write down.
Q, right? You just want to put a value.
Yes, the Q, just the value. See, this is the one of the variable I have declared, and in that I will write down the locator value. Okay. Now, and I will use that variable in the method driver dot find element. Now, when you write down driver dot find element, you have to pass this whole locator. How?
By name.
By dot. See, when you write down by dot, you will see multiple methods are available. Multiple methods are available. Right. So all these methods are the locator strategy. Since this is we know it's the name, right? So we will call this method name, and in that we'll pass the search box locator. All right, that's it. इसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं. This is how you will find an element. This is how you will find an element in the Selenium. This is the example for name. If we have the ID or the class name, we can use that directly. Okay. Now I am not discussing about what are the operations we can perform, because for that we do have the separate sessions, like how we can perform operation on the text, down the text box, or on the from the drop down, or for the slider, or for the loader, right? We do have that, but so I will not talk about that here in this session. We'll talk about the locator strategies only. So name, ID, link text, those are easy to find. उसमें कुछ ज्यादा कुछ करना है. बचा क्या? XPath and CSS selector. Okay. XPath and CSS selector. First, XPath. What is XPath? XPath is something which using which we can find the element. ऐसा कुछ?
Yes, kind of navigation.
Yes, XPath is a way to navigate. Navigation, but कहाँ पर?
Web page.
Yes.
With the attributes.
Yes, with the HTML attributes, with the HTML tags or the and tag attributes. See, XPath का full form क्या है? XML path. XML तो पता नहीं होगा आपको, but XML is also one type of HTML for HTML thing only, right? So हमारा जब भी हम कोई वेबसाइट ओपन करते हैं और एनी पेज इज लोडेड, first thing happens in browser is that all the elements of that page are loaded inside the DOM. What is DOM? हमें ये जो आप देख रहे हो ना यहाँ पर एलिमेंट्स के अंदर लिखा हुआ, that is called the DOM. That is called the DOM. QA के लिए इतना ही रेफरेंस, इतना ही इजी है. DOM, what is DOM? तो इसका डेफिनेशन में यही, हमें ये जो दिख रहा है ना HTML जो पूरा लिखा हुआ है, that is called the DOM. ठीक है? Okay, fine. So all the elements are loaded in the DOM, and this DOM is being used by the Selenium WebDriver to find the element. So when we are using any type of locator, Selenium WebDriver uses this DOM only. Now we are talking about the XPath. So XPath is a way, or XPath can help you navigate through the HTML structure of a page. It can be used for HTML and XML documents. ये minimize होता है, ये close होता है. Yes, I can close this. Okay, I have said that XPath can be used to navigate through the HTML structure of the page. So ये जो दिख रहा है ना आप, div, इसके अंदर फॉर्म है, फिर div है. मुझे जानना है कि भाई ये जो पूरा HTML ये जो है इनपुट टैग, उसका ओरिजिन क्या है. तो ये all these are the nodes, right? ये पूरा एक नेविगेशन पाथ, पूरा एक नेविगेशन पाथ है. इसको बोलते हैं ना, इसको बोलते नहीं है. This we will use this navigate this path to reach to some element. पाथ का मतलब क्या है? रास्ता, राइट? XPath, सिंपल XPath, XML पाथ, पाथ मतलब कि रास्ता. आपको रास्ता बनाना है और किसी एलिमेंट तक को ढूंढने के लिए. When you will use XPath, when you don't find any direct locator. और ठीक है,
Yes.
हर बार XPath मत कर देना.
Yeah.
Okay, now before we search for any or create the XPath for any of the element, it is required that you know how the XPath is created. There are two type of XPath. One is relative XPath and one is absolute XPath. Okay, in theory, दोनों की theory, absolute XPath search the element from the root node of an HTML page. When we say root node, it means ये जो सबसे पहला टैग है HTML, यहाँ से वहां से वो स्टार्ट करता है एंड जिस एलिमेंट को जाना उसका एक पाथ क्रिएट करता है. दैट इज द एब्सोल्यूट XPath. आई विल नॉट गिव एग्जांपल ऑफ एब्सोल्यूट XPath बिकॉज आप लोगों को वो यूज नहीं करना है. सिर्फ थियरी, कोई इंटरव्यू के लिए कोई पूछे कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एब्सोल्यूट एंड रिलेटिव, तो रट्टा मार लेना. ठीक है, एब्सोल्यूट मींस कि स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट एलिमेंट ऑफ अ पेज. फर्स्ट एलिमेंट हमेशा HTML ही रहता है फर्स्ट. ठीक है, फर्स्ट टैग.
Okay, so practically we are not going to use that.
Practically
Absolute.
we will not use absolute XPath ever.
Okay.
अगर because absolute XPaths are not reliable XPath, क्योंकि उसमें मतलब क्या पूरा जितने भी इन बिटवीन एलिमेंट्स आते हैं और टैग्स, नॉट एलिमेंट, जितने भी टैग्स आते हैं, यू नीड टू यूज ईच ऑफ देम. अगर एक भी इधर उधर हो गया तो खत्म, खेल खत्म. ठीक है, तो इसलिए नेवर एवर यूज एब्सोल्यूट XPath. See, एब्सोल्यूट एक्सपाथ आपको इजीली मिल जाएगा, कोई भी एलिमेंट के ऊपर राइट क्लिक करो, कॉपी, और कॉपी एक्सपाथ करोगे ना आप, इट विल रिटर्न दी दिस XPath is the absolute XPath. Okay, fine. This XPath is the absolute XPath. Never ever use this because you can see that HTML body div1, div of 1, div of 3 इतना कौन याद रखेगा, ठीक है? So never ever
Yes,
use
it's
this.
clear, will not use. Don't
Will
worry.
use it. Okay, now it's my responsibility to show it कि कैसा होता है, ठीक है? And how you can find it. अगर आप अगर आपको डेमो देना हो, ठीक है, किसी को, तो एट दैट टाइम यूज कर लेना इमीडिएटली किसी को क्लाइंट डेमो, फिर बाद में मेंटेनेंस टाइम पे वो चेंज कर देना। ऐसा मैनेजर ने बोला कि हमें क्लाइंट को डेमो देना है आधे घंटे में, एक फटाफट एक स्क्रिप्ट रेडी करके दो, तो इन दैट केस यू कैन डू दैट, बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं। हाँ, next thing is relative XPath.
But if client is checking the code, don't do it.
Don't. No, tell him no, code is not ready for the review. क्लाइंट को डेमो दिखाना हो ना, जब भी कोई उसको पहले ना मुझे बोलना, तुम लोग I'll give you some
Review
tips.
tips.
हाँ, I'll give you tips कि क्या दिखाना चाहिए और क्या नहीं दिखाना चाहिए और कैसे दिखाना चाहिए, how you will present yourself for the automation. ठीक है, I'll give you that tip. Okay, here we are not discussing about tip. Absolute XPath is we have discussed about that. Relative XPath and Selenium, not in Selenium, in general, relative XPath starts from the middle of the DOM. मतलब कि आप जहां से भी स्टार्ट करना चाहो, यू कैन स्टार्ट। आपको जो एलिमेंट ढूंढना हो, you can directly point it to that element, but you need to follow some basic syntax. Of that. So what's the syntax of the XPath of any relative XPath?
Is
Relative
slash.
XPath syntax. Someone is saying something.
Yeah, syntax was like / pregnant.
ओके, इसको कौन सा स्लैश बोलते हैं? फॉरवर्ड बोलते हैं कि बैकवर्ड बोलते हैं? स्लैश कौन सा बोलते हैं, फॉरवर्ड कि बैकवर्ड?
Backward.
हरी श्योर?
फॉरवर्ड नहीं,
Forward.
या आगे जाना है ना तो फॉरवर्ड।
ये लॉजिक सही है, आगे जाना है इसके लिए फॉरवर्ड, आगे जाना है इसके लिए फॉरवर्ड, और पीछे जाना हो तो बैकवर्ड। नहीं, पीछे जाना हो तो
सही
बैकवर्ड।
है, पर फॉरवर्ड है ये।
See, I am also not sure which one is forward and which one is.
नहीं, she is right, Priya, you are right.
Yeah, this is forward.
Yes.
See,
आगे जाना है तो फॉरवर्ड है, ये बैक वाला मतलब तो बैक वो टिल्ट है, बैक उसका।
See, how देखो मैं कैसे याद रखता हूँ, पता है मैं कैसे याद रखता हूँ? ये ना जो लाइन नंबर 3 में है ना, ठीक है, तो हम ऐसे करते हैं तो वो गिरेगा तो इस साइड राइट साइड गिरेगा, ठीक है, और हम उस साइड में ही लिखते हैं, मतलब उसी डायरेक्शन में हम लिखते हैं। इस हिसाब से अब हम जाते हैं कहाँ से, लेफ्ट से राइट, ऑलवेज राइट, ठीक है, तो वो उस डायरेक्शन में पॉइंट कर रहा है, तो दैट इज इट मींस इट्स दी फॉरवर्ड, ठीक है। और ये किस डायरेक्शन में, यहाँ से उस डायरेक्शन के से जाएगा, राइट टू लेफ्ट, तो राइट टू लेफ्ट वाला जो होता है स्क्रीन के हिसाब से, स्क्रीन के राइट टू लेफ्ट ज्यादा है तो बैकवर्ड, एंड लेफ्ट टू राइट तो फॉरवर्ड। तो यस, दिस इज फॉरवर्ड, ठीक है, ये मेरा लॉजिक है, किसी और का लॉजिक कुछ अलग हो तो पता नहीं, बट हाँ आगे जाना है तो फॉरवर्ड, राइट। सो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू राइट डाउन द फॉरवर्ड, फिर क्या लिखेंगे? टैग नेम, then
a square bracket,
square bracket,
Then at,
then at,
then whatever the key name we have,
key name. Okay, key name क्या?
Attribute.
like
Attribute. yeah.
IDs. Yeah.
You call that attribute. All these are the HTML tag के अंदर ये जो भी चीज आपको, सॉरी, ये जो भी है लाइक क्लास, JS एक्शन, मैक्स लेंथ, नेम, टाइप, एरिया ऑटो कंप्लीट, कुछ भी, all these are the attributes of this tag, right? So use attribute, say attribute, huh? This is the proper name, this is the actual name, attribute, not the key name, Priya.
Okay.
Please remember that. Okay, then
Equal to double quote, whatever the
I can use single quote as well.
value. Oh yeah.
See,
And
always use single quote, always use single quote. The reason is that in Java you will this will be considered as one string, right? So if
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
the string is written inside the double quotes, और for आपके XPath के अंदर भी double quote होगा, तो फिर आपको वो proper typecasting conversion करना पड़ेगा सही हिसाब से, ठीक है? And that will be difficult, so you always use single quote in the for the value, for the attribute value. And then
done.
closing bracket and done.
Yes.
ठीक है? Here first thing, ये जो डबल स्लैश है वो क्या डिनोट करता है?
कुछ connecting just ऐसा कुछ होता है?
क्या होता है?
I'm just guessing everything है.
हाँ बोलो, हाँ कोई बात नहीं, चलो
मतलब
अच्छी बात है ना, राइट, गेस करना भी अच्छी बात है.
वो लिंक करने के लिए होता है, आई थिंक सो.
क्या लिंक
Double
करने,
slash.
वो क्या
मतलब
लिंक करना है?
जब लाइक XPath में जब भी हम लाइक स्लैश यूज करते हैं, कब यूज करना होता है? जब मतलब वो कनेक्ट करते हैं ना, कनेक्ट करने से वो XPath बनाते
क्या
हैं ना,
कनेक्ट
लाइक
करते
डायरेक्ट
हैं?
होता है
क्या
वो
कनेक्ट
एट्रीब्यूट,
करते हैं?
डायरेक्ट वैल्यू से तो नहीं बनता है ना XPath.
Priya, you are
to
so,
attributes, you can link to attributes.
Priya, you
So
know na, you know so many things, and you are mixing it up.
Yeah, but like
You are mixing it
that's
up.
happen
You
when
know.
you know so many things.
Yeah, you know, but you are mixing it up. Okay, anyone else want to try what this denotes? XPath की syntax तो याद है. It denotes the, see, मैंने relative XPath की definition में क्या बोला? It can start from the
Root.
any node,
Okay.
right? It can start from the any node, in the whether it is at the end of the DOM or whether it's in the middle or whether it's at the start, right? So this denotes the current node. This denotes the current node. Node मतलब ये जो भी है, ये इसको एक नोड बोलेंगे, ठीक है? इसको भी एक नोड बोलेंगे, इसको भी जो भी टैग ये आता है, that is the denotes the current node. Then the next thing was tag name. Tag name तो मतलब कि जो अपना HTML का टैग का जो नाम है वही. At the rate denotes the, at the rate is used for the select attribute. Select attribute, right?
Correct.
Attribute is used for the select attribute. Then the attribute name, it denotes the attribute name, and the value means
Value.
attribute की value. So for this अपना ये क्या है?
Search box.
हाँ, सर्च बॉक्स. उसके लिए हमें XPath लिखना हो तो आप लोग नहीं, आप लोग मुझे लिख के दो, चलो.
//
नहीं हर कोई मैसेज करो. हाँ चलो बोलो, चलो बोलता है, बोलोगे ना तो फिर हर कोई ये फिर वो कर लेगा. क्या बोलता है? हर किसी को पता तो है, ठीक है, बट हाँ यू कैन टाइप अ मैसेज। हाँ देखो जूम में है फैसिलिटी। हाँ यू कैन सेंड प्राइवेट मैसेजेस, ये आता है देखो। तो सिलेक्ट कर, मेरा नाम सिलेक्ट करना। we have many methods left for the XPath। हाँ तो हाँ तो थोड़ा जल्दी करना, don't take that much time, and we have to cover CSS as well, but हाँ CSS तो ठीक है चलेगा इतना। CSS हाँ CSS भी इम्पोर्टेंट है, ठीक है, क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है। मैं स्क्रीन शेयरिंग स्टॉप कर रहा हूँ। रिया एंड प्रिया, डन, सेंड तो करो। रिया व्हाट अबाउट यू? रिया यू आर ऑन म्यूट।
એ સર્ચ વાળી વેલ્યુ જોતી રહી.
જતી રહી એટલે ગૂગલ
I
તારામાં
mean-
ઓપન નથી રાખ્યું?
ના.
આઉચ કરો, મેં તમે લોકો આન્સર ના આપ્યો ને એટલે તો મેં આ બંધ કરી દીધી સ્ક્રીન શેરિંગ. ચલ you are only left you. ચલો આપણે સિમ્પલ માં આટલી નાની વાતમાં એટલે જલ્દી ટાઈમ નહીં લેવાનો. Okay, chal, you can directly speak. Riya, you will speak. લખવું નથી, તારે ટાઈપ નથી કરો, બોલ. ચલો શું લખું? રિયા, हाँ, what I should type? Okay, sorry, हाँ, I forgot to tell you that यहाँ पर आपको XPath चेक करना हो तो जस्ट डोम क्रिएट करो और उसके बाद प्रेस कंट्रोल F, यहाँ पर हाईलाइट कर देना, क्लिक कर देना एंड प्रेस कंट्रोल F, तो यहाँ पर एक आ जाएगा एंड यू कैन इजिली टाइप XPath ओवर हियर टू वेरीफाई कि भाई XPath से हमने जो XPath क्रिएट किया उससे कोई रिजल्ट मिलता है कि नहीं, ठीक है?
क्या क्या F5
F5 नहीं, कंट्रोल F F5 बोले मैं हूँ कि कंट्रोल F बोले?
yeah just
See, when you open the when you inspect, इतना हो जाए, इसके बाद देखो यहाँ पर नीचे ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर है, आई थिंक नहीं, वो तो मैंने किया होगा पहले से ही, बट इफ इट्स नॉट देयर तो प्रेस कंट्रोल F, ठीक है? तो ये एक टेक्स्ट बॉक्स आ जाएगा, इन दैट यू कैन राइट डाउन आपको जो भी फाइंड करना है. हाँ हाँ, तो ये नहीं, बीजू कशु नहीं, ठीक है? रिया, वेटिंग फॉर यू.
Yeah, can you show me the syntax again? / double, then tag name. Okay.
What's the tag name?
div.
See,
Yeah.
हमने नहीं, see,
Okay.
when you inspect, that
Okay.
element is highlighted, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Input
input,
bracket,
which bracket? Round bracket, square bracket,
square bracket,
opening or closing?
opening bracket,
हाँ बोलवानो आइना लखवा
at
याद
the
रखो.
rate, at the
At the
rate,
rate
class equal to
class equal to
જે value છે
જે વેલ્યુ છે વેલ્યુ માટે ડબલ ક્લિક કરીને
હમ.
કંટ્રોલ સી અને પછી કંટ્રોલ વી થઈ જશે આવી રીતે
yeah
સિંગલ કોટ
single quote and closing
single quote and closing. Yeah, now remember what I have said at the start of the session about the locators. Ria, I'm telling you,
yeah तो name के
why we should
Yeah.
not use class.
generic multiple બીજું search box હશે તો એમાં પણ એ use થશે તો
નહીં
instead of
નહીં એ નહીં હા એ તો થશે મલ્ટિપલ યુઝ થશે બટ થિંગ ઇઝ ક્લાસ માટે આપણી પાસે ઓલરેડી પેલું છે લોકેટર મેથડ છે બરાબર છે જો મારે ક્લાસ જ યુઝ કરવો હોય તો હું એ ડાયરેક્ટલી એ જ યુઝ કરીશ
okay okay yeah right
ઓકે ઠીક છે હું એક્સપાથ યુઝ નહીં કરું એક્સપાથમાં બી મારે ક્લાસ જ યુઝ કરવો છે તો પછી શું કરો એ કરવાનું
okay got it
તો here we should use
Xpath
which attribute we should use
Xpath
નહીં એક્સપાથ તો આપણે કરીએ છીએ I am talking
yeah,
about
right.
attribute I am talking about attribute
okay
which attribute we should use
name picture
see you observe everyone whenever you are creating an XPath you should have a good observation skill you have to look for the unique attribute and I'm telling you if you are good at creating XPath you will not face any problem in your automation career क्योंकि आपको यूनिक एलिमेंट मिल ही जाएगा XPath is the one of the good locator one of the finest locator which returns the unique element in a page okay so continue Riya which attribute I should write there are so many attributes इस इनपुट टैग के अंदर कितने एट्रीब्यूट है मतलब नॉट हाउ मेनी कौन कौन से एट्रीब्यूट है
I can find class name only two
व्हाट टू ये जो है ना क्लास क्लास JS एक्शन मैक्स लेन नेम टाइप एरिया
okay.
ऑटो कंप्लीट ये जो भी ऑल दीज आर दी एट्रीब्यूट्स ऐसा कहीं पे भी नहीं लिखा कि आई कैन नॉट यूज एनी ऑफ दिस ऐसा कहीं पर नहीं लिखा कि आई शुड यूज ओनली नेम और क्लास और टेक्स्ट ठीक है ऐसा
Okay.
कहीं पर भी नहीं लिखा अगर उस टैग के अंदर वो एट्रीब्यूट प्रेजेंट है तो यू कैन यूज इन योर XPath to generate that and if that attribute is unique right so we can use so yes go ahead which one we should use
J section is also no I mean we can use anything any
yeah we
attribute.
can use any attribute right we have to find the unique one say unique is the name mostly name is unique
Yeah.
we can use the title so when I say unique it means that it has to be like in both the way in both the sense like technically भी unique है और easily क्या बोलते हैं समझ में आए ऐसा भी यूज किया है हमने ठीक है समझ में अभी हमने एरिया ऑटो कंप्लीट यूज कर लिया तो पता नहीं चले अगर हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है तो ओनली वी विल यूज एरिया ऑटो कंप्लीट और समथिंग एल्स राइट बट नेम इज गुड थिंग नेम तो अवेलेबल है ही तो वी कैन यूज दैट ठीक है तो नेम इज इक्वल टू क्यों और इसके अलावा मुझे और कुछ यूज करना हो तो आई कैन यूज दी टाइटल एज वेल, राइट? ठीक है, आई कैन यूज एनी, यू कैन यूज एनी एट्रीब्यूट, आपको जो सही लगे वो, बट कोई मीनिंगफुल एट्रीब्यूट यूज करना एंड जो यूनिक हो। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर लिखना हाउ टू यूज इट, सेम जैसे नेम को यूज किया, you can search box xpath is equal to this. See, अगर मैंने इसको यहाँ पे ऐसे लिखा तो it will throw an error. ठीक है, फिर आपको एक ऐसे करके पता नहीं क्या क्या करना पड़ता है। नो, ऐसा ये करना पड़ता है आगे। हाँ, ऐसे अलग से आपको ऐसे फॉरवर्ड सॉरी बैकवर्ड स्लैश इंसर्ट करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, इफ यू हैव यूज्ड डबल कोट, मैंने आपको ये भी बता दिया। तो ऐसे आपको कन्वर्ट ना करना ना पड़े, इसके लिए यूज सिंगल कोट फॉर द वैल्यू इन योर XPath web element search box using XPath. See, I'm just creating, I'm not just XPath and give the search box XPath. किधर गया search box XPath? You don't have to write down in your script. If you want, you can write it down. Now ये तो हो गया नॉर्मल XPath के सिंटैक्स or the basic XPath syntax, we can say. But there are few methods, XPath methods, which we can use to create the XPath. Like there are times or there could be a situation where all the value you will not able to find the unique element using the exact value, using the exact attribute value, और ऐसे situation आएगी. In that case, we can use keyword contains XPath using the contains. Like as I have said, जैसे इसी के अंदर you can see that यहाँ पे जो क्लास था, आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग इट फॉर एग्जाम्पल ना, ऐसा कुछ स्पेसिफिक नहीं। यहाँ पर जो क्लास था, ठीक है, यहाँ पर दो क्लास यूज किए गए हैं, दो क्लास यूज किए गए। सी, अगर आपको नहीं पता तो मैं बता दूं, क्लास इज इक्वल टू एक आगे जो एक है ना GLFIF, वो एक अलग से क्लास है, और GSFI वो एक अलग से क्लास है। हाउ आई नो? HTML में मल्टीपल क्लास यूज करना हो तो बीच में स्पेस देते हैं, बीच में स्पेस देते हैं। एक ही एलिमेंट के अंदर अगर मल्टीपल क्लासेस यूज किए हैं तो करना हो तो वो ऐसे डिफाइन करते हैं। ठीक है, तो एज यू कैन सी GLFIF, नीचे यहाँ पर देखो एक अलग क्लास है, एक CSS के अंदर एक अलग क्लास है, और ये GSFI वो भी एक अलग क्लास होगा कहीं ना कहीं तो नीचे। ठीक है, वो भी कहीं ना कहीं एक क्लास तो होगा, कहीं ना कहीं पे डिफाइंड होगा वो। सो let's say suppose that I want to use any of this, मुझे कोई एक ही क्लास यूज करना है, अगर मैं दोनों साथ में यूज करूँ तो मुझे मल्टीपल रिजल्ट मिलता है, फॉर एग्जांपल। बट एंड इफ आई यूज ओनली अ सिंगल वन, तो आई विल गेट द unique result. So in that case we can use keyword contains. So the syntax remains, no, syntax doesn't remain same, it is changed, it's slightly changed. आगे का जो // टैग नेम है वो as it is रहेगा, then inside the square bracket write down keyword contains, then parenthesis. When I say parenthesis, it means rounded bracket, and write down @ attribute, then comma, then comma. हाँ, no double equal to. अरे contains कर रहे तो double equal to नहीं आएगा.
नहीं then double, I thought I said double quote.
Oh, sorry. I think I heard equal to. Sorry. It will be a single quote and then value. All right. Okay. This is the syntax for the contains. So if I want this over here, then I can write it like, क्या था वो? Attribute की जगह यहाँ पर क्लास आएगा. क्लास आएगा. क्लास आता है कि क्लास नहीं आता है? क्लास ही आता है. ठीक है. Okay, fine. This is XPath using contains. Next, next is XPath using logical operators. We have discussed about operators, right? In the very first session. किसी को याद है? Logical operators.
And or not.
हाँ, and or. But for XPath we will use this only, and or. ठीक है? We will use this only. So we can use this operators in the based on the condition, based or not. I will not say based on the condition, but let's say suppose the यहाँ पर जो ये था क्या था ये @name is equal to q. ठीक है. यहाँ पर तो हमें एक ही एलिमेंट मिल जाता है, but name is one type of attribute which can be the same for the some other element as well. Let's say यहाँ पर multiple text boxes है. ठीक है. तो दूसरे text box का नाम भी यही है. दूसरे text box का नाम भी same है q. So in that case I will not find multiple element. In that case I will not find multiple element. So what I can do, I can use name. So name is equal to q, and I will use second attribute. Second attribute कौन सा?
Anything like text or
text or
anything.
text कहाँ है? It doesn't have text. Input के लिए text नहीं है. Type हाँ. Type is equal to text. Not how.
No, but
not how.
we need to put the round parenthesis.
No.
Contains, the syntax was contain, then
no, we are not talking about
/
contains. We are not talking about contains.
But if but these operators we use name, right?
We use. Why it is not working?
No, there is a contains we need to put, like contains, it means
क्यों? जरूरी है?
But it is a small letter, I think so, and is in small letter.
You चलो आपने जो ले ये and is in small letter. Yes, and is in small letter.
Okay.
It has nothing to do about contains.
Okay.
It has nothing to do about contains. It is like we are putting some condition. जैसे हमने if condition में लगाते हैं ना कि ये भी मैच होना चाहिए और ये भी ट्रू होना चाहिए, right? तो ये @ name is equal to q, वो एक condition हो गई, and @ type is equal to text, वो भी एक कंडीशन हो गई, ठीक है। इसके हिसाब से ही आई सॉरी इस हाँ उसी के हिसाब से। So with this way I will be able to find the unique element. And if you are uncertain about this, you can use the keyword or in small. Let's say I will
We
write
can use the symbolic or
symbolic or
think so.
no, we cannot use. I don't think so. You mean this? No, we cannot. Capital A and D नहीं चला तो ठीक
This
है।
is very case sensitive.
Yes, it's very case. You have to remember the method. Okay. Fine. See, if you want, you can use the contains. एक attribute के लिए आप normal सीधा @name is equal to ये लिख दो, और फिर जो next attribute आप provide कर रहे हो उसके लिए आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. There is no हाँ मतलब आप जो हमारे जो रेगुलर बेसिक एक्सपाथ जो एक्सपाथ की दूसरी जो भी सिंटेक्स है, ठीक है, that we can use it. That we can use it, right? We can combine multiple when we use either and or either we use or operator, ठीक है। Let's say title was search, ठीक है।
We can use in different inputs.
Sorry,
You know, we using this both the contains in same tag, right? So do we can use the other contains as well?
where you want to use, like here.
No. The title and the name is both in same
In the same
tag,
one,
right?
so you mean
Yeah.
you mean like this
Like other in a div, in forward
div?
like div on here in the top.
I'm not getting. I'm not.
You
You
know,
want
one
you,
like let's say we pick one from the input tag and one from the another tag.
but why you want to do that?
Like because normally like the XPath is we need to go
In the
with
XPath we do traversing, right?
yeah.
Right, but when you can get the element, right, from its root node, और उसका जो node है उसके से आपको मिल जाता है, in that case you don't need to traverse. There will be a situation where traversing is required, right? जब हम आगे so XPath का ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ हमने आज कर दिया और खत्म हो गया. इन अभी से आगे के जो भी सेशंस आएंगे, ठीक है, उसमें we will have to depend on the other tags. either उसका parent tag होगा या child tag होगा, ठीक है। हेलो,
Yeah.
Okay. Nivesh, I have a question like the different type of XPath we have seen. So when we are working with the iframe, then is it something specific we can use from this, what we have learned today?
no.
Because in my project, I wasn't able to, when I started initially, I wasn't able to find with the normal way of XPath, I wasn't able to find the element.
See, you will be able to find the element, right? You use the same XPath, do Control F over here, and you will get the result. But when you execute the script, you will see that there is no such element, right?
Yes.
Right. The reason for that is that iframe itself contains the one more HTML page, right? And when you launch a browser, and when you have opened one page, so what Selenium does is Selenium checks for that element in the root page. हमारा जो ये जो root HTML पेज होता है ना, एक उसके अंदर चेक करता है एक्चुअल में आपका एलिमेंट वो कहाँ पर है, सेकंड जो आई फ्रेम है, आई फ्रेम के अंदर जो दूसरा पेज लोडेड है उसके अंदर है, तो बट ऑब्वियसली उसको नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? सो फॉर टू नेविगेट टू द element or to find the element which is in the iframe, first you need to switch to the iframe. How to switch to the iframe, that we will cover in the next sessions as well.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
No problem. Yeah.
Fine. Okay, all right. हाँ, अगर आपको आपके प्रोजेक्ट के लिए कुछ करना तो जस्ट क्विक सॉल्यूशन, before searching that element, do one more thing, driver.find element by tag name, in that give iframe, जितने भी iframe मिल रही है आपको, ठीक है, जितने भी आपको iframe मिल रही है, you use that, store it into one of the web element, जैसे हमने यहाँ पर web element में store करवाते हैं ना,
हाँ.
वैसे आप ये करवा दो, and then use the driver.switch to iframe method, ठीक है? You switch to that and then search for that element. Quick solution. Okay, fine.
Okay.
आपको अगर iframe भी search करना, sorry, you can create the XPath for the iframe as well. You don't have to rely on only name. You can use the XPath or anything. उसके लिए उसका भी सेम यही, उसके भी सेम रूल्स अप्लाई होंगे. कोई भी एलिमेंट के लिए हम जो XPath क्रिएट कर रहे हैं या उसको लोकेट करने के लिए जो उसके कोई भी एट्रीब्यूट हम यूज कर रहे हैं, दैट द सेम विल बी अप्लाइड फॉर द iframe टैग एज वेल, राइट?
Okay.
क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली इट्स जस्ट एन HTML टैग. You can use any of the locator strategy which is easily available, use that. Okay, find that element, use that element to switch to the iframe and then do it. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
fine. Yes, so Priya, you were saying about traversing, right, and writing the multiple thing, but I think I have already answered your question, that about traversing, we will have like so many situations, right, in the next session, that we will use traversing, right? We'll have so many examples, not the situation, we'll use so many examples where traversing is required, okay, for the XPath. Let's for now, let's focus on just for the single node. All right, hello Priya, you there?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, okay. See, okay, now we have discussed about this. Now that is called access methods, but I will say that I will do you know access methods XPath में? किसी को पता है? नहीं पता होगा मोस्टली. पता है?
No.
नहीं पता. Okay, do you know about the following sibling, preceding sibling, parent, child, ancestor, root? ये सब वर्ड्स सुने हुए होंगे ना कहीं पर? नहीं,
Yes, yes.
सिर्फ खुद इतने सुने हुए हैं.
Yeah.
हाँ ठीक है, नहीं सुने तो बोल दो, मना कर दो, कोई फोर्स नहीं है कि आपने सुने हुए ही है, ठीक है भाई, ठीक है, नहीं किया तो नहीं किया, चलता है, ठीक है. Let's I think I should not cover this today because it will be like this one is important, following sibling and preceding sibling, because this will help you in getting the getting the unique element using the XPath. See, there are see, I will list it down, the access methods, but how to use that we'll cover in the next session. Okay, in the next session, first we'll cover the XPath access methods, then the CSS selector, and then we will start working on different type of web elements. मतलब कि उसके ऊपर कौन कौन से ऑपरेशंस परफॉर्म होते हैं, क्या क्या कर सकते हैं इसके लिए, ठीक है? ऑलराइट, So different access methods are following sibling. So Priya, you were saying about the traversing. So all these access methods will be used when you are traversing. Okay, following sibling, then preceding sibling, child, parent, ancestor, and D. या इसका स्पेलिंग क्या है? डिसेंडेंट का स्पेलिंग क्या आएगा? डिसेंडेंट्स, DESCEN. यार कोई बोलो ना. डिसेंडेंट्स, हाँ यही, डिसेंडेंट्स, हाँ यही है. Following sibling, preceding sibling, child, parent, ancestor, and descendants. All right. And yes, Priya, you were saying. So you can join multiple XPath. You can use multiple XPath to create the single XPath. I think Priya, you were saying in this manner, like @A, following h3 is equal to oh shit. See, this is all. You can find the element using the text method as well. XPath की एक method है text. You can find the element using that as well. But I will not recommend using that. The reason is that text can get changed at any moment. कभी भी हो सकता है. तो I will not recommend using that. Okay. So this and here. ठीक है, हाँ इतना ही है ना. h contains href Priya, you were saying like this, right?
Yeah.
Hello, right? So you can combine two XPaths. You can combine two XPaths and create one more new XPath. To find the unique element, you can always combine two XPaths. This here two XPaths are, ये जो पहले select किया है 8 egg वाला, and the second XPath is H3 वाला. ठीक है? That you can do it. Two relative XPath I have used to find the unique element. ठीक है? And when you do this, फिर इतना लंबा XPath ना हो जाए, तो make sure कि आप कितने XPath remove कर सकते हो. So that कि आपका XPath minimum हो. XPath बनाना है, इसके मतलब ये नहीं कि आप पूरा बहुत लंबा XPath पूरा ट्रावर्स, जितना भी ट्रावर्स हो रहा हो उतना आप पूरा बना दो, ऐसा कोई जरूरी नहीं है. ठीक है? यू कैन जो भी रिक्वायर्ड नोड है, यू जस्ट कीप दैट ओनली. अभी यहाँ पर मुझे फॉर एग्जांपल करना होता तो ये यहाँ पर मुझे आई डोंट नीड टू राइट दिस कंटेन्स, राइट? आई कैन इजिली राइट दिस. आई कैन जस्ट राइट डाउन द टैग नेम, फिर उसके बाद सिंगल स्लैश, एंड देन अपना जो उसका एलिमेंट है उसको मैं डायरेक्टली लिख सकता हूँ. ठीक है? बट या we will have so many examples in the next sessions for the to create the XPath, and I will not create the XPath. I will let all of you to create the XPath. फिर उसमें से जो भी best होगा, that we will use it. I have so many examples already prepared. I have. ठीक है? That in that at that time you have to show your skills for the XPath. XPath आप practice करोगे तो ही आप उसमें मास्टर बन पाओगे, बाकी नहीं बन पाओगे. ठीक है? Okay, this is about this is for the today's session. Pending is access method for XPath and CSS selector. And in the next session, I will tell you the difference between CSS selector and the XPath as well, and which one we should and which locator we should use in our script in terms of the performance. All right, and then we'll start using this locator to find the actual element on the page, and we'll see it working. Okay, fine, everyone. सुई गया बता, एक का जॉन जाके से.
Yeah, okay, Nivesh.
हाँ, जो उठ्यो उदय उठ्यो सुई गया उदय मोबाइल हाथ में એટલે એવું છે. ठीक है. ओके, तो डन फॉर द टुडे सेशन. किसी को कुछ कहना है, कहीं ना कहीं केવું છે?
ના ના જવું છે, કામ ચાલુ છે.
કામ ચાલુ છે? હા, તો જઈ શકો છો, વાંધો નથી.
ઓકે
ઓકે, ઠીક છે. ઓકે, બીજા કોઈ ને કઈ? Ria, you remove multiple Java from your system and then try.
Yep.
See, multiple માંથી કંઈક remove કરવાની ખબર ના પડે તો remove both and install only one.
Okay.
ઠીક છે? હા, કયું remove કરવું એ ખબર ના પડે. આ તો કંટ્રોલ પેનલ થી remove કરજે, ડાયરેક્ટલી માં delete નહીં કરતી. ઠીક છે? ઓકે, ફાઇન. ઓકે, ચલો, કૂતરા પાસે છે. ઠીક છે. બીજા કોઈને કઈ? ઉદય, પ્રિયંકા? કશું નહીં ને?
No.
ઠીક છે, તો ચાલો, તો ગુડ નાઇટ, બાય બાય,
Bye.
બાય બાય, બાય. થેન્ક યુ એવરીવન, બાય.